I wanted to jump on real quick and talk about process serving and safety and security. A lot of process servers I know will carry a gun, a taser, a bulletproof vest, camera, cell phone, whatever the case may be. Body camera. This evening, well, let me go back. Last week, one of my servers, we ended up in a situation where we were on a Royal Road. I do a lot of services in the Royal areas. No house numbers. By going from house number 200, we were looking for 220, and counting the houses, we thought we were at the right house. My server goes and knocks at the door. This guy, unknown to us, was very inebriated and actually shot at or tried to shoot at my server. We were at the wrong address, and he was pissed off. We knocked on his door and disturbed him. Long story short, the cops came, took us to the right address. The guy got arrested. That is the one server that now will start wearing a body camera. He never did because he's been serving for a long time. He used to work for the Department of Corrections, things along that lines. So I've kind of been pressing my staff to pretty much, start doing that. Had an issue this evening. Another server went to a house. Man answered the door. He identified himself. He said, "This is my name. I'm from Harris. I have paperwork for Jane Doe, your wife, your sister, whatever the case may be." And he refused to go get her, said he wasn't going to go get her. Apparently then called his daughter. Daughter then called the police. The police told her we're a legitimate company and they should have accepted service, because if we have to come out, it's going to create a bigger issue. So needless to say, long story short, the lady was a little snobby, but I went and served her. She's like, you could have just said that. And this particular server, luckily for me, has everything on video. And I said, I have it all on video. We clearly stated who we were, that we had legal paperwork for you. I don't read your paperwork. I have no idea what it's about. Here you go. You've been served. And she gave me an attitude. So I guess, I'm just kind of giving everybody a recommendation that whether it's your cell phone, and this particular server, videotapes with their cell phone, that's fine. I think we're going to switch to body cams. That you need to do this for your own protection. Now, I don't know, maybe a couple of my servers wear the vests. I think that, the bulletproof vest is a little much. But I'm really all for the body cameras, and we're going to start doing that. A good chunk, probably 3/4 of my staff carries. Not always, but when we go into certain neighborhoods, we carry. So as a process server, you really need to be, aware of your surroundings. I have staff from, 20 to 70 to serve process. I have staff, that can speak, Spanish. I have African-American staff. I have men. I have women. Like I said, I have kids. So we try to, and in this particular case, this woman was in her 60s, and I had no idea how old she was, or I would have done it. But the long story short, they did call me, and I did personally go serve it. I still serve. I still do what my people do. I still do surveillance. I do it all. So the long and the short of it is, you have to be aware of your surroundings. There's been a lot of process servers shot, killed, things along that lines in the last couple of years, more so and not lately. I've only had an incident back in the 90s where somebody wanted the car that I was in. Told them to take it. I didn't really care. It's a company car, and we didn't like it anyway. But I've never had any other issues. And it seems to be more and more prevalent lately that, we need to fend for ourselves. It is what it is. We all have process server ID, but you can't see it in the dark. They only have their outside light on. So, like I said, you need to be aware of your surroundings. I don't care. You can take somebody else with you, whatever the case may be. But, this is not a profession for everybody. And I say that all the time. People think I sit at my desk all the time. I don't. But I'm well aware of what goes on, with other process servers. So be aware of your surroundings, body cam, a second person, a gun, something. I mean, I'm not all one for taking, a gun to serves, because that can make it go bad. I'm more the taser type, but it is what it is. That being said, I just wanted to let everybody know, like I said, private investigating, process serving, whatever you do, I hate to say it more and more, you need to be prepared, and it is what it is. But thank you all for listening and, letting me vent. And, thankfully my staff is all okay in the last week. We haven't had any issues. So, Have a great evening.